We discovered our daughter was switched at birth, and when we tried to meet her, we found out something even worse. Our daughter Sophie needed routine blood work before a minor surgery when she was 10 years old. The doctor called us into his office and said there was a problem with the results. Her blood type was O negative, but my husband and I are both A positive, which he said was genetically impossible. We did a DNA test and Sophie wasn't biologically related to either of us. The hospital admitted there must have been a switch and gave us contact information for the other family. Our biological daughter's name was Anna. That night I watched Sophie sleep and couldn't stop crying because I loved her just as much as before. My husband and I decided not to tell her yet because we didn't want to scare her. We needed to find Anna. I called the other family and a woman answered. "Hi, I think there's been a terrible mistake at the hospital where our daughters were born," I said. There was a long silence. "We need time to process this," she finally said. "I'll call you back." A week went by with no call. I kept imagining both girls in our lives, picturing them becoming best friends and celebrating birthdays together. I wasn't trying to replace Sophie or take Anna away from her family. I just wanted to know my biological daughter. I called again. "I know this is overwhelming, but we just want to meet Anna. We can figure everything else out together." She sighed. "We're still thinking about how to handle this. We need more time." I asked what there was to think about because Anna was my daughter. She said it was complicated. Another 2 weeks passed, and I called every few days. "Now isn't a good time," she kept saying. "We're dealing with some family stuff, and Anna is going through a lot right now." I asked if Anna was okay. "I can't get into it right now, but we'll reach out when things calm down." Sophie asked me one morning why I seemed sad, and I told her everything was fine. My husband grabbed the phone from me one day when I was crying. "Listen, we have every right to meet our daughter, and we're not going to wait forever," he said firmly. She got defensive. "You need to think about what's best for Anna and not just yourselves. This is complicated, and you're making it harder." I took the phone back. "Please, we've missed 10 years of her life already." She said the timing wasn't right and hung up. Sophie asked why I kept crying, and I hugged her tight and told her I loved her more than anything. Another month went by with emails and texts begging them to reconsider. I left a voicemail saying we were coming to their house whether they liked it or not. She texted back saying fine, they'd meet us at a diner, but they needed to talk to us alone first. I asked my sister to watch Sophie. We showed up at the diner, and the other couple was already sitting at a table in the back. The woman's eyes were red and puffy, and the man looked like he hadn't slept in days. We sat down, and I immediately said, "Where is Anna? When can we meet her?" The woman looked at her husband, and he stared down at the table. "There's something we need to tell you first," he said quietly. My husband leaned forward. "What's going on? Why all the secrecy?" The man took a deep breath. "This has been the hardest 2 years of our